what's a black Grand National? Fuck being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G back. Yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. What? They like what he on. This the Alpha and Omega, bitch. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a nigga gone. You need you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay a bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird niggas' hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G back. Yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I see? Send them off. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and routines for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young nigga, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out. If they act out, yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate a bitch that's hating on a bitch and they both hoes. I hate a nigga hating on them niggas and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Nigga feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. Bitch, I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yeah. Then it's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in the city with a flag, be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up in a mark truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was C-Pass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show niggas the ropes before they hung from a rope. I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Nigga ran up by the Luxnessa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette, the LA yelling. Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Shit get crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Day, nothing changes. All I want is a moment to think clearly. But thoughts come unrelenting, consuming every waking moment. My mind blinds me and I can't escape. I shout for help, but no one hears me. One day I feel
What the fuck is up, my friends? Holy shit, it's been like 2 weeks.
It's been a while.
I miss you. I miss you. I miss you specifically, Greg.
Miss you guys.
I haven't seen you in it feels like 7 years.
It's been 50 years.
And say what's up to everybody. I guess talk to the people, tell them your names so they know.
On your end, because I'm frozen on mine.
No, you are moving your beautiful face. It is. It's alive.
Right,
Nick,
well.
Greg, introduce yourself.
Are we going in that order? All right. Hey, I'm already talking, so I'll be introducing myself. What is up? It is Nick Rumble. I am introducing myself 4 years after after my first appearance on here where they just couldn't get rid of me because I just kept showing up. This is why I gotta change that password, John.
What's up? I'm Gregory Thomas. I am actually now feeling my age now that Nick said it's been 4 years.
4 long years.
That's a lot of age to feel.
No, fuck yourself. Not even that much older than you.
Mac is in the comments. He says Greg being thrown over the top rope in a graphic like when the black guy gets killed in the horror movie first. That's messed up. Hey, I didn't think of it that way, but now I can't undo it. So thanks, Mac.
Listen. LL Cool J undid all of that juju when he killed the shark with the Jesus cross.
That's very true. Man, there's a lot that we've missed, but we're going to talk about some things specifically that we have time for. Like that fat lady that couldn't fit in the lift, and she sued the lift.
Oh my god.
She's so big. I'm not fat shaming at all. I'm just saying, like, you would think you would think you would have some self-awareness. You know, like, you know you didn't fit in there.
Self-awareness, you mean, unlike what Top Dollar had when he became Flop Dollar?
Oh my god.
He seems to be having fun.
Someone was having fun with the idea that, like, technically Top Dollar works with WWE again.
You just can't get rid of him.
Came in through the back door.
It's like the opposite of JTG.
It's that meme of the black guy just like.
It's the thing where he's throwing Barney out the bar. He just walks up from behind.
I mean, I mostly wonder, like, what are they actually going to be willing to bring some of those guys back? And, like, what are they going to be doing anyway? Like, being on NXT? Like, okay, wow, yeah, Top Dollar's on NXT. Fucking fun. Like, okay.
Oh, I try not to think about it because it's so whatever.
Wee! Top Dollar's on NXT.
I don't put butts in the seats.
After beating up a WWE video game YouTuber.
All right, John, take us off
Oh,
the screen.
that's
I
right.
want to see that ring right now.
No, you don't. No, you do not.
Physically impossible
You wanna get us canceled?
Yes.
Max says he has a 2024 Toyota Camry and he barely fits in it. No way Java was.
Oh my god.
Outdo me in my 2024 Toyota Corolla.
I genuinely am not gonna fat shame her. Like, I'm not. What even is that? Like, what even is fat shaming? Like, what are we even saying? Like, what does that mean? I like, anyway.
I believe it means making her feel like a bad person for being.
You're not a bad person for being fat. Like, that's fucked up. I'm not like being like making fun of her for being fat, but this poor guy's in the fucking car and he's like, my car. Like, this is my car. I'm worried about. She said the part that hurt her the most was when he said his tires. Like, he was genuinely concerned about his tires. He wasn't like making, he wasn't like making fun, like, oh, you're gonna pop my tire. He's literally like, my tire.
I'm just saying, man, if the tires go, this is bad for both of us.
Why wouldn't you order the XL? Is what I'm saying. Like, that's good for everybody. That's all I'm saying.
You know what's good for everybody? Greg, I saw we are Red Solo Cup brothers.
Yes, sir. I got a caffeine up somehow. It's 2 a.m.
There's a lot of pro wrestling. There's a lot of pro wrestling to talk about, man. The Royal Rumble is here this weekend. It is. Did you fucking notice? I didn't.
Are we going to have a post-show recap?
Of course, and you can catch it immediately. Immediately live after the Royal Rumble. I have myself and Tyler will be available.
Nick, with Cheese Rumble.
Nick is on vacation, having fun.
Boys, hey, speaking of which, shout out to Dirt Sheet Radio friend, longtime fan, Mike Narat. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I thought I had crowd. There we go. Some. Yay.
Oh no, is that podcast now with the drops?
We got drops.
Sound effects.
This is low key. I have the voice of God, and you're listening to Dirt Sheet Radio.
It's not the size of the fighter. Fight.
Prime.
I just think that if I was an evil Rey Mysterio, we could blow that off at WrestleMania, right?
Okay, wait. I wish I had a Loki story. I'm just gonna relate to somebody else's.
Oh,
John,
I was gonna do something similar, Greg.
have you ever? There's not too many times that I've lost so much respect for somebody that I used to admire, other than doing some really heinous shit, but just on a professional level. Have you heard that story about him not wanting the job for fucking Claudia?
I don't think I did.
Kevin Owens has a whole thing. You can find it on YouTube. There's a whole story about Loki not wanting to lose to Claudio.
Oh man.
Let me. I'll find it. But
I wanted to also bring up when we talked about Evil Rey Mysterio. I was thinking of. You guys ever hear the story of Stang?
Mm-mm?
I feel like you told me, but the people
I
listening.
do too.
So now that I
Don't-
brought it up, I have to bring this into the world. So a shout
do.
out to WCW Deep Cuts, Tom Green, my man.
Okay.
Tom Green, if you're listening to this, let's collab on a WCW show with
Not that Tom Green.
Not that Tom Green exactly. And so there was that jobber, Hardbody Harrison from WCW, you know, the one that's in prison for human trafficking people. He wanted to pitch a storyline where he was Sting's evil twin brother, Stang. And he would have supernatural powers, and these abilities were based on something called the Power Diamonds, which would be inside a tank surrounded by vicious piranhas that Diamond Dallas Page has to dive into and risk his life to take the Power Diamonds and help save Sting.
Stang and the Chaos Crystals.
So wait,
Stang.
so you're saying this dude played a game of Sonic and was like, I've got an idea.
Yep.
I got this. I found the video, but it's 5 minutes long. We won't be able to play it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a story.
Anyway, listen. So the Royal Rumble's here this weekend. I think we've got the. It's in Indianapolis. It's big. It's expensive. You thought you were gonna go. You probably saw the prices and you said, "Fuck," because I got to.
Year.
I got to go last year. It was pretty cool. We sat in a great spot. We had friends. We got drinks. It was fun. It's probably the only time I'll be able to go because damn, they just tickets. WWE tickets got crazy recently. WrestleMania prices are insane.
I think even though they weren't great seats, I think I'm lucky that I got to go to 29 just to say that I did, and like I don't have to try now.
That was like Royal Rumble's the one thing that I need to cross off of my bucket list. It's never been to Chicago in the entirety of it. I will always bring that up because I'm very upset about that. Now I know what you're all thinking. Why don't you just go over to Indiana? Because it's Indiana. Why would I want to go there?
Well, that's true, but it's also not that far. You lazy fuck.
Do you see those ticket prices? Do you know what happens in Indiana?
I have a friend. I have a family friend from Ohio who's gonna
I
be
think
there.
Greg's trying to say something, but I didn't hear it.
I muted. I had to mute it for a second because Greg was breathing into the mic while Nick was talking. But I did get to go last year. I got to go to WrestleMania 3 times, and every time I went, I paid $500 for the ticket, and every time I went, I was in the middle area. And and this year, it costs fucking $700 to get in the building.
Oh my god.
Oof,
This is crazy to me. That's insane.
this is madness.
So
Sparta.
I'm not fucking going to WrestleMania anymore. They're charging Super Bowl prices now.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun while it
Dynamic
lasted.
ticket pricing, right?
Yeah, I know. I think this was because they released the tickets weird. Like in November, they only released pairs, and then in January they released individual tickets.
Okay.
Like what the fuck? Anyway, I did not even. I considered going. I wanted to go because it's in Las Vegas, and Las Vegas is not far from here, and it's 420 WrestleMania on 420. But
I didn't even consider that.
fuck that. I'll be at home getting high.
Mania.
No, probably not at home, like in the house, but you know, in the in the off base area where it's legal in California. That's so fucking dumb. They place this big ass black hole of like of their own laws. Like we're in California still. Well, technically, fuck. Anyway, so yeah, Royal Rumble predictions. There's 4 matches, right? Booked. The tag team 2 out of 3 falls match between DIY and Motor City Machine Guns. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship and the Wings Eagle belt, and then the men's and women's Royal Rumble matches. And they haven't added anything else to that, right? Poor Gunther.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Poor Gunther. He's just wrestling those Saturday night main events, brother. Yeah, woo! That's great, man. This is so cool. It's on NBC. 1 million people are watching, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Fucking bullshit. Fucking hate the way they treated Gunther. I hate the way they treat him now. Like, damn, he was so cool as an Intercontinental Champion. What the fuck what did we do? How did this happen?
You put him in you put him in a position where you expected main event work, and they don't have main event stories for him.
Everyone else is taking the shine. You got Finn Balor, Damian
Yeah.
Priest, Punk, Drew McIntyre. Gunther's sitting there like a fucking baby with his thumb in his ass, waiting for somebody to give him something. It's not his fault. He just got the, what else can you do? You can pick but they don't give a fuck.
No, honestly, because I thought about this, and I think that is the breadth of the problem right there. It was easier to ignore a lot of that stuff when he was just like doing the mid card stuff for the Intercontinental title. Plus, because of the nature of what it means to be the mid card in WWE, he was probably working with better guys that were giving you better matches. Now it's like, not only are they not giving you any stories, but you have to work with Jey Uso.
Yeah, everybody was shitting on Jey Uso, man, after that match. I can't help but laugh.
The lead up too was miserable. Like nobody liked it. Everyone just tuned out completely. And to Greg's point, also on there, you've got a lot of wrestlers in that mid card when he's got that IC title who are more akin to working a great style of match that he's very comfortable with in Gunther. Whereas, when you see that like main event caliber talent, it's not the same type of work that he was having with the IC title run.
I mean, he had some. Excuse me. He had some high caliber talent to work with. He had Orton. He had Cody. He had. That's it. That's actually it.
He had the one match. What was the first one?
Orton, Cody. Oh, he had Sami Zayn.
Yeah. So like he gets to have the Orton match in Europe. He gets to have the Cody match in Saudi Arabia, and then like what's he? I'm not even being a hater because like I like the guy, but he doesn't like the skill level isn't there, and he's a bit young for the part. He had fucking Damian Priest, who's just like he was trying his best.
Look at Gunther on Cage Match has only had one match in the new year. Not even house shows, just the Jey Uso match, and that's it.
Like Damian Priest is out there trying his best, and I love him for it. But like, it wasn't, you're not gonna get that caliber of stuff out of him. Not with Gunther anyway. I guess I think it's just a styles thing because Damian was out there, was able to put on like a banger with Dominic or whoever the other week. I understand, or was it JD McDonough? Who did he Falcon Arrow through a table?
It was Finn Balor, wasn't it?
Was it Finn Balor? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the Judgment Day guys. Like he was able to put on a banger with Finn Balor, but like that's a different wrestler.
Because following the previous Saturday Night's main event, not this last one that just happened, but the one before that in December, they did the holiday tour where he was main eventing that. And it's great to have the world heavyweight champion, main eventing the house show loop. But, when you see like these steel cage matches he's having with Damian Priest and even defeating CM Punk in a cage match over at the Rosemont Horizon, I appreciate that they're letting him have those main events, but at the same time, why are we not seeing this?
Yeah. By the way, Nick, tell him who he was main eventing with in Europe on those house show loops.
man's on the house show loops with Chad freaking Gable.
Chad Gable.
You're getting all
We've
the
got
good stuff off TV.
Exactly.
we've got to get Ilya Dragunov back, man.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. They said he was at the PC. Maybe that's Gunther's destination. Maybe that's what they're waiting for. But like,
They also did a lot. Yeah, Dragunov and Sheamus also on a German tour.
they've been doing nothing of significance with Gunther,
Right.
and like he has these matches with 2 weeks of build, and on the middle of the literal middle of the card, other people close the show for him. On Raw, he's not on the fucking Netflix debut. This is crazy work. This is crazy B champion stuff. And not only is he B champion in the company hierarchy, he's like not even the top guy on his own show. That's that's like 4th tier shit.
That's like CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, isn't it?
Punk, McIntyre, Rollins.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah,
feels better if we like just swap the names for his title runs and make this his Intercontinental title run, and we call the other one the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah, like honestly, like Drew, Punk, and Rollins, all three together are working what you would think was a world title program.
He should have pinned all 3 of them if that was going to be the case. No, like how fucking difficult is that, right?
But you can't cool them down going into WrestleMania
Cowards.
season.
Cowards, how do they cool it down? Boom, they wrestle the shit out of Gunther, they die, they come out the next week, they go, oh man, I lost, but the Royal Rumble's coming up. I'm gonna try again. Yeah, what the fuck does that cool them down? Unless you take them off TV.
You lose to the World Heavyweight Champion.
You gotta keep the heat, brother.
He's the champion of the fucking brand. If he pins everybody else, it's because he's the champion. And like, there should be no shame in losing to the champion. As a matter of fact, when they
back on TV, dog.
when they cut their promo after they lose, they should talk about how they're not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of losing to Gunther. He beat my ass or whatever, and that was fucking. Oh gosh, Greg, you can put in the mic right into the into the stream. But yeah.
These cage match reviews, they're called the Saturday Night's main event Battle of the Belts.
Oh
Wow.
shit! Damn.
Ooh.
That I mean,
That's a
shit.
double burn. That's rare.
That's hard to argue. But yeah, we were supposed to talk about the Royal Rumble, and now I can talk about how Gunther's not on the card. Like, should he be? Should he be in the fucking Rumble? Then we can put him in the Royal Rumble. Like, what do I have to do?
Do the
Unify
Brock Lesnar
these.
thing.
See that's almost worse. Not putting him in the Rumble, but the Rumble situation is almost worse, right? Because by all means, like nobody is. I don't know how many people have actually said anything. Punk has already called a shot, and it ain't Gunther, the guy whose brand he's on.
You know who called the shot against Gunther? Who was it? Sami Zayn, Jey
That's bad.
Uso.
That's awful. That's terrible.
Jey Uso, who just lost
You know who
on
called
Saturday.
a shot at Gunther? The guys who want nothing to do with Cody.
Guys that already lost.
The guys who just lost him.
Oh, the losers want another chance.
All the cool guys want Cody.
No, because if you look through it, like his past title defenses with the world title, even on house show loops, it's basically the loser bracket.
No, Seth Rollins and Logan Paul did call their shot on Monday. They said Logan Paul said or Gunther said he wants Seth Rollins to win, and then he said, "Oh no, well I want Logan Paul to win, so I could beat the shit out of you." And it was funny.
Yeah,
But,
and then a few people were just like, "Oh man, I want Logan Paul to win so he can get the shit beat out of him." I was just like, "Shut up!
I
Stop giving
would-
Logan Paul that payday."
I would actually,
All being in the history books as a Rumble winner.
No.
I would
Shut up.
actually prefer to eat a grenade. You know, I don't have a problem with Logan Paul versus Gunther as a match. I just don't like.
It's not a WrestleMania and not on any particular position that high.
Yeah, not at WrestleMania and
Pop it on
not.
the way out or whatever the February pay-per-view is.
I mean, honestly, at this point, compared to everything they've done with Gunther so far, that match would be the highest profile thing they could do with him.
I love the idea of just swatting.
but-
No, I'm basing this on the bookings they've already done with him. That's a Saudi main event.
Yeah, that's a thing.
You know it's true.
Get ready for
Yeah.
the Saudi Rumble next.
Woo!
Logan Paul and
Yeah.
Gunther is a Saudi main event.
Gunther can defend professional wrestling and its integrity from Logan Paul, and that's it. Like it's written so easily.
Did you see the clip? Did you see the clip of Seth Rollins when Logan comes out?
No.
He doesn't recognize the music, so he literally asks Gunther, "What is that?"
Oh my god. What does that sound?
Not recognizing the music sounds very familiar for last year's Rumble, doesn't it?
That's gonna be this year's Rumble when they have to scream all the names first.
Dude, I'm dreading this because I want to be watching with some friends.
JC Jane.
I watch with some friends who are either very casual or don't watch wrestling really at all, apart from like the Rumble and the Mania.
It's 2 hours.
Sure.
Who's that?
Exactly.
Jordan, Grace. This shit stinks, brother.
Jordan Grace.
Yeah. Wait, no, John's favorite N. A.
Oh.
Jonathan Gresham.
Oh no.
Octopus Man.
He's short. Jonathan Gresham.
He says, Cero miedo. Who the fuck is that? That's crazy. Penta in the Royal Rumble, so you know he's gonna get his ass thrown out nondescriptly, or not nondescript.
I was gonna say like it's gonna just like fall out, like Alex Riley in 2011.
Oh no!
It's off screen.
John Cena's in the ring pulling a gun out of his pants. No, stop! It can't happen again. I won't let it happen again. He's really mad about that.
You know what my big pet peeve is? When they make such a big deal about like the Rumble brand split, but I'm looking right now at the participants announced for it. Number one, I hate the announcement. I missed the Rumble qualifiers, but that's just me being a boomer. And number two,
Sure.
I'm looking at this. I hate how there's only like 4 SmackDown guys announced, but we got like 10 Raw guys for the men's, and it's like virtually the same thing for the women too.
Do they have that many people announced already? Damn.
15 for the men, and we got 10 for the
I'm
women.
really not watching the TV.
Bad. You gotta watch that shit. It's
I
so
watched like
good.
an hour and a half of
Bullshit.
Raw, and then I have to go to work.
You fall asleep. Nah. I understand.
Look at Raw wrestler Rey Mysterio announcing himself on SmackDown.
Nice.
There was a lot of that. There was a lot of that. There's.
Who?
It's called the transfer portal, and that means anybody can show up anywhere at any time. Thank you,
That's
Netflix.
not really what that means, but
Is it
That's
a
what the-
portal like how they have the portal at Forbidden Door with Kenny Omega's eyeball?
Not
WWE
as
is like,
cool.
don't you watch college sports?
Not as cool. Not nearly as cool. Actually, the Forbidden Door portal was a portal, which is cool. The transfer portal is a fucking
Concept.
a concept.
You don't see it.
You just know it's there. You have to
Like John Cena.
believe in it and
remember,
have
I
faith in
remember
it.
having to vaguely explain it to John, who was just like, "The fuck is this?"
No, but not in WWE. This is just means whatever. Or people like people. So like they get traded, right?
Well, no. So like trades are something that only happens at the professional level, but like the transfer window is basically a thing in college sports where like you can transfer to like another like school or another team if I understand that correctly. It's a thing that students can do because like they can't trade you because you don't freaking work for them.
You don't go here.
Okay, so that's what they're doing too, because some of the people like they show up randomly, but then other people like sign to the other brand.
Yeah, because they don't really understand the meaning of words. Like when they said John Cena's a free agent so that he can go anywhere, like that's not what that means.
John Cena is a funny thing because he said, "I'm gonna show up every week," and I haven't seen that motherfucker in 3 weeks.
Yes.
He's as prevalent as Gunther's defenses.
He was like, "I lied." No, I guess I looked it up, and it's something like 36 dates that
He's
he's
also
gonna
filming
do.
a movie.
He was like, "Don't look up anything about me and Kenny Dykstra."
Oh, jeez.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, Mickey, you so fine. You so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
Also, what I thought was funny, I didn't even get to say this to you, John. I thought it was hilarious how they aired that little promo package for Logan Paul, just like, there's no more screwing around now. I'm full time. Oh, there might be this Floyd Mayweather fight. I may have to like go away for 8 months.
Or he's fighting his brother now.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
But like,
Max says John Cena was shitting a movie.
He was so like he's so ready to be full time. Oh, never mind. I got this money thing to do.
A lot of it too. Fuck that guy. Nah, there's something like millions of dollars or whatever. WWE can't match it. But like, why'd y'all let him be? Why'd y'all let him be free to do things like that?
Yeah,
Stupid.
like why? When the Floyd Mayweather fight comes all around your desk and there's all that money involved, why would you wrestle?
You would think that they would have made themselves the priority, like when they made him sign the contract. Like they should have control or whatever. But fuck him. He'll go fake fight his brother. They'll have a wrestling match.
Yeah.
They'll do the rematch at WrestleMania.
It is genuinely the closest thing he'll have to a legit boxing match. So why not?
You guys, you have any surprises you thought were gonna show up? Hey, Donnie, Patty, thank you for thank you for joining us. I can't wait for you to hear it. We were talking mad shit.
The only surprise I think I'd be interested in, or like the only surprise I would, probably get a pop out of me, and I don't expect it to happen, would be AJ, just because I'd be happy to see her.
Light it up! Light it tonight.
It wouldn't. I don't even have long-term expectations. I just want to see her, and then she gets eliminated, and then it'd be like, that was cool.
She skips around the ring and leaves.
Basically,
doesn't even enter the ring.
Oh shit! Okay, bye. That would be cool. What about you, Nick?
Controversial person I want to see.
Shocking.
I really want to see the man who won the 2005 Royal Rumble, Scotty Too Hottie.
Oh Jesus!
Turn it up.
Hell yeah!
I want him to get thrown out and then thrown back in just to get thrown out again.
Max says Kai Cenat versus Gunther at WrestleMania. Kai Cenat's gonna win the Royal Rumble.
Weren't we like slowly booking a Goldberg match?
No.
Oh, Greg, please don't fucking remind me of that. Oh my god. If that's Gunther's WrestleMania match, I'm gonna go to I'm gonna fucking I'm trying to figure out how to say I'm gonna
Hunter by his throat and be like, you were no better than you.
I'm gonna go to WrestleMania and end my own life and drastically alter the.
Oh, you want some Tommy Dreamer shit?
I'm gonna Tommy. Oh my god.
The end of Division Radio as we know it.
No, that's crazy. Gunther versus Goldberg at WrestleMania. Fuck,
yes.
Man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
They filmed the segment.
Damn.
Goldberg politics, like, you know what? The way I defeated the Fiend, Goldberg wouldn't lose to Gunther.
Goldberg wouldn't lose at WrestleMania.
I don't want to
I'm a superhero.
It just makes sense for Goldberg to go over.
It's okay. Oh. Gunther's gonna go over in Paris.
Oh my god. So I mean,
I'm gonna put him over, brother.
Brother.
They're gonna bring back Brock Lesnar. Oh fuck! Not that I want that, but I just kind of expect them to do it. Like I so expect them to bring back Brock Lesnar. I expect it to happen, and if they did it at the Royal Rumble, like I wouldn't be surprised.
Could we take a moment also to appreciate how I think was it last year where they pulled Brock and they slipped Braun Breaker in there, and it felt like a perfect fit.
And nothing changed. Like
nothing changed. It was great.
That was great though. I love Braun. I hope he gets a good performance in the Rumble this year. I hope they give him all the eliminations, most eliminations. What does he have to get? Like 15? He can get 15 eliminations. That'd be crazy.
You know what I thought was what I think is hilarious in my head, like especially because they have those things where they set up spots. So I love when you see them setting up spots in the Royal Rumble where like the entire cluster of people starts picking corners so that the middle is freed up.
Yeah.
And I just imagine like once Braun Baker gets in there, he just starts running back and forth at his high speed across the ropes. It's like once you get in front of him, boom, down.
Just one by one, everyone's like moving.
It's like you know what it is. Like Nick will appreciate this. It's like watching fans just walk into the mosh pit.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Like you make it like a mosh pit, like in the middle of the Rumble, and Braun Breaker just going one by one, just boom, boom, boom. I love too when like you see like 3 like lower echelon wrestlers enter the Royal Rumble, and like like either a giant or like some powerhouse is gonna be coming in to throw all those
Yeah.
guys over the top rope.
Yeah.
Max says, "Who's throwing Roman out?" I think that's gonna be Punk.
Punk,
That kind of makes sense to me.
Jay Uso.
Ask a
No,
question
yo.
that's just going to upset you.
His performances are so funny to me. Punk's always tired. He's gonna throw Roman out. He's gonna throw Roman out all sloppy and tired. And he's been that way since like 2012.
You
I
see those
swear.
bags under his eyes?
I swear. There's the way he wrestles in the ring. It's like this weird. It's not like I hesitate to call it sloppy. It's not sloppy. It's not. That's not a good word for it. It's like I don't know. I really don't. It's not. It's like unorthodox. I guess. It's like very
Some people will
loose.
like that.
It is. It is. It's this funny way. Like he just looks tired. He always looks tired. Maybe it's a good sell. I guess.
Maybe I wouldn't, and I was gonna say this for Cena. I wouldn't say he's unorthodox or tired, but like Cena has always had a weird unorthodox way of moving, also. So like it's just something.
Yeah. Cena is funny though because he's got like bricks for like body parts. So like, he moves. I expect him to move the way he moves. Like,
No, you're not wrong. Like I every time, and like he's pulled it off before, but like every time he goes for that Rana, you're just like, your body don't bend like that, dog.
I can do this.
Don't try it.
I'm really interested in seeing how he's gonna perform in like high pressure singles matches in this retirement tour. I don't know how many of those he's gonna have, but like I don't know how
guess
long
it
before we
depends on
see
who
one
he's
either.
with.
I want to say too,
Because like if he's in there with Orton, it can't be high pressure at all. It should be just Wednesday.
which is the point I wanted to bring up
Come
here, is
on.
because we got like 6 former Rumble winners going on in here, so they're going to give them some type of spot where it's just like, hey, these are the guys that won it before. Because you got
Right.
Cena, you got Roman, Rollins, McIntyre, Mysterio, and Shinsuke all there together. And probably
God, I
Orton
keep
too,
forgetting that
aside of
Shinsuke won one.
2018.
He did win the Royal Rumble, my friend. He won the Royal Rumble. Shinsuke Nakamura won the Royal Rumble, and everybody was like, "Man, he might face AJ Styles at WrestleMania. What a dream that would be."
I spent 3 months telling people that match was gonna fucking suck, and no one
You
wanted to
did
believe
that.
me.
It was you, Greg. You
You
put the
manifested
negative
that.
energy in the air. You manifested
The
a bad
negative energy
match.
was already there. I simply told people what it was gonna be.
You
truthed,
motherfucker.
You're
It's
a
like-
truther.
You're truther.
They could have
Bad
proved
match
me wrong.
truther. A Pritchard truther. Bruce Pritchard is
Wow.
involved. Michael Hayes is involved. This can't be going well. There's a Japanese man here. You know how the Southerners think.
Can you imagine? Like, oh god, there's something wrong with that just already. Like, imagine Michael Hayes trying to give notes to AJ Styles.
And then Shinsuke. And then Shinsuke. You hit him with the
What
hit
you
him with
gotta
the
do?
you hit him with the wiener gimmick. And then you hit him with the wiener gimmick. And then you guys both go down, and that will really leave him happy. Bad street, baby. And then he
You
does a
can't-
dance.
You can't just hit the low. You can't just hit the low blow, baby. You gotta hang there and just get in it.
Let me tell you about when I took on the Von Erichs, by the way.
Nobody wants to hear this shit. Tell me what to do.
The problem is, like, any story about him working with the Von Erichs is actually 8 minutes of the stories of the drugs he took, and then 3 minutes about the match.
So I did the
Tell you about
coke,
Gordon.
and that's the last thing I remember. The rest I watched on video. I don't know any surprises because like some of the more obvious things are gonna happen. Charlotte return. Who the fuck is gonna show our Charlotte? Does Charlotte win?
Well, I guess that's not even a surprise, right? Because they advertised it.
Ooh,
They shouldn't
I-
have.
I
That's
have
they,
when we're done with this topic, I have a question for you guys.
when we're done. Write it down. We have a couple things to talk
I was
about.
gonna say I think
It's a
John's
Rumble
trying
thing,
to.
but I like the current thing we're talking about.
I was gonna say I think John's trying to get done. Let him free.
The one question I had for you, fellas, who do we think is going to be the Iron Man and Iron Woman of the matches? I would love to see Penta be the Iron Man for the men's Rumble.
Bro, I don't think they ever have had that much faith in a luchador. Like, I don't even think they ever had that much faith in Rey Mysterio. Eddie just happened.
Well,
and
he
they
was the
had to
Iron
do
Man,
it.
so I think he's the last one they had that much.
62 minutes, 12 seconds.
I no, like I swear, I don't think they had the faith at the time. They just felt cornered. Like, we have to do something.
I think about how they went with Ray and not Chavo.
Cause then look,
That's the right
he
decision.
didn't even get the WrestleMania match. They did an angle where he lost his shit. No, like
And then he got it back.
yeah, like he had to fucking get it back, and it was a triple threat. He didn't even get the opportunity to have a singles match for the title.
Oh, I'm calling the shot right now. I'm Babe Ruth in this. Jey
Who's
Uso
it?
going in number 1, and he's going to be the Iron Man.
Oh no!
yeah,
Because he got to do the whole entrance.
yeah, that's right.
If only because emotionally speaking, eliminating Jey Uso late would probably get him a lot of sympathy.
Yeah.
I guess, it's like, yeah, you're right. Somebody can kill him early on. He can take some time out on the outside, come back in. But Final Four, number 1 to the Final Four, get thrown out by Roman or something. That damn more
Is Mario's
bloodline
good
drama.
enough to
No.
last through?
Man, I sometimes feel bad that he's just such a lesser guy because I was the guy who doubted the entire time. I said the Jey Uso push wasn't going to work, and it did, and now he's just crumbling.
I don't know if he's crumbling because
Greg's
he's
not
so over.
manifesting.
Here's the thing, right? It's
I mean, in
WWE.
ring,
You know, like
the actual performance. Oh yes, I agree with you, but
it's fucking WWE. You know, the fans, they're entrance merchants. They like to hear the music. They like the finishing move, and then the stuff in the middle it's whatever. You know, like
Roman shit.
it's
Sure,
me
but-
that suffers watching Jey Uso fucking plot around with
see
Gunther.
what's funny about that is I remember when I tried to have that argument with you, and you were just like, I think the fans have matured, and you know they expect more from these guys. I was like, no, they fucking don't.
WWE fans. I'm sorry, I had to.
I see how they are online. So.
No, that's bad. That's bad. I guess that's a bad thing to say. Not all of them are that way. I don't want to generalize a whole group.
He doesn't.
Well-
but then he's gonna see that WWE commercial.
Greg, they're talking to you. The negative energy came from you, Greg.
It was always there.
Raul says he thinks
knew what I
John
knew.
Cena
Husband.
can win the Royal Rumble match this third time and join Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That'll be a
I
something.
can see it.
I can see it, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they can do a thing where he's like he just came back and he has to work his way up, so it's not gonna happen immediately. So like he's not gonna get, but like come the fuck on, like come on with this bullshit. That's John Cena. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to. Come on, man.
I was gonna say I think it's kind of interesting how like I don't want to use the word obsessed, but how infatuated people are with Cena breaking records this year.
Yeah, like
I
before
mean-
they never cared for it.
No, but some of these things have to happen. Like, come on. Fuck yeah. John Cena does not end this year without getting the 17th World Championship. Well, what are we doing this for? This is stupid. This is stupid. There's nobody else on earth who should be the 17-time World Champion but John Cena. Otherwise, it's going to be some fucking dude like, Roman or Austin Theory or something. We can't let that happen. No, John Cena's right here, right now. And he is like the single guy.
Why can't it be Roman?
No, man, fuck. Because that means he has to win it 15 more times.
Cena did.
He already did. Exactly. It's done. We don't,
Why
like,
can't we
it's
do it
over.
again?
Just
Cena
give to
did
main
it.
Event Jey Uso day one.
Cena did it over 3 years. They had him, instead of having that shit once for 3 years like Roman did, he had it mad times.
I'll tell you this: I would sooner expect his daughter to break his record than I would Cena.
That's crazy that you're so wrong. Like, he's right there. Like, it's going to happen. I
So is
swear, like,
Charlotte.
this whole Charlotte will probably get it because she's right there too. But like, does it count? Does it count? Does
Yes.
it count? Like,
It
that's
does.
kind of crazy
Got me
because they're gonna
too.
because they're counting the NXT belt. Like, that's weird. I guess
I
if
mean,
you
think about
want.
all the
Third
ones.
brand.
They're counting a whole bunch of how you say Frigazi championships for Ric Flair, and then some that they don't count.
That's true. But I'm saying, like, John Cena's right there. It's his retirement tour. He is literally one win away. It's WrestleMania. Why would you not do John Cena's final world championship win at his final during his final year? Probably not at WrestleMania. They were talking about.
If you want to see
they were-
Gunther go down to John Cena,
I did. That was my thing. That was my big want. That was like, Gunther will have his reign, and I thought it'd be better. And then he would lose to John Cena at WrestleMania because he's a big stupid bad guy, and John Cena's fucking Captain fucking America is Superman. So like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's like, okay, I lost to John Cena, so what? He's
Maybe.
John Cena. But it's not gonna be. It's not
But
gonna
at
be
this point-
Gunther.
But
They're
at this point,
talking
I would
about-
still be surprised if Gunther walks in with the belt.
They're talking about John Cena versus Cody Rhodes.
That's gross.
I don't like that as much as I like.
That's
Cena and
disgusting.
Gunther. Cena and Gunther feels right, more so than Cena and Cody.
But you know what? I'll give Cena and Cody. It's less predictable.
It is.
I don't know if
It
Cena
doesn't
would
feel
win
like
that
that's-
match.
Yeah, that just doesn't feel like the route for 17. Also, I want to take a moment to throw the idea of John Cena doing the 3 faces of Foley, like he goes in his prototype, then he goes to Stone Cold Cena, and then he's just like,
Oh my god!
I want
I
to
mean,
manifest that into the world.
It seems like an interesting choice to have like your hottest new baby face after his 2-year finish the story run to go out there and lose to old man Cena with his big massive bald spot.
That's kind of crazy, right? That's like crazy to you? I guess it depends because they're running a thing where Cody's like kind of like the championship pressure is weighing on him now, and like
Jesus.
he's cracking.
Well,
Weren't they doing that same
started the
gimmick with
story
Gunther?
UPW back in the day.
War Hero says.
Fucking start.
War Hero says Punk is winning the Rumble. Al Meyer says 17-time world champion in the future will be MJF. War Hero also asks, can it be Orton that wins the Rumble? I would have liked Orton versus Cody at WrestleMania, but I don't know if they see that as like a money match. And I think that for Cody's first WrestleMania, it has to be a money match because he's not carrying the same weight as Roman did. And
No,
and
he's
anytime he's not involved with the bloodline, his shit is not hitting the same. So
Which I think Roman also said.
I would have preferred. He said that in the interview, which is crazy. I was like,
did.
why would he?
I was
Why
like,
would he
yo,
say that? Like,
sir.
who let him say that? I would have walked up to him in the locker room for something like that. Bro, you really said that? And he's gonna be like, you
John
gotta
said, yo, that's a
step
fight.
up. You gotta step up, little guy. I will slap the shit out of you.
Get the dog out of the locker room.
Hey, can
God
you
damn it, not again?
can you step outside? Can you step outside?
Kenny Omega descended with his wings.
Just
Can you
like,
get
yo,
the dog out?
You got some heat with the champ, dog.
Can you get the dog out the room? I want to talk to you.
Get
Can
the
you
dog
get the
out of the
dog?
room right now, please.
Oh,
Cody,
man.
Max says
that is our line for there's a fight about to happen. Like someone get the dog.
Max says Cody and AJ's feud was good. Cody and AJ had good matches. I don't know that their feud was good. Like, what the fuck happened in their feud?
I don't even
What
remember
was
the
this?
program.
What was
I
the
just
story
remember-
there?
I
Raul
think that-
agrees.
The Styles clash off of the ring steps.
Raul agrees. John Cena versus Gunther at WrestleMania. I would have preferred that. I just don't see it anymore. I don't see it happening. I think that Cody needs the Cena match, and then at that point, then I think that Cody needs to win the Cena match, and then I think that means that the Cena story is he's challenged here and he's gonna lose, and then he's gonna fucking have to work back up, which is dumb. Like, that's
So
stupid.
basically, your situation becomes Cody needs the Cena match, but Cody can't afford to lose the Cena match, so you don't get the thing you wanted.
Which is crazy. I'm glad I don't have to fucking write this, but
John's like, yeah, I don't work here. This is good.
Oh yeah, we gotta get Hikuleo somewhere.
somebody else is
Waiting in
burdened,
the wings.
thankfully. War Hero says, when are they signing more of Reigns' family? They did, like Nick mentioned, they got Hikuleo. They signed the other one, Lance Anoa'i.
Yeah.
He's in the PC right now.
Good for Lance.
There's Samoans
I'm
up. There's Samoans up the ass, bro. I'm in San Francisco right now. I swear, I see the trees they grow on. They fucking. There's like pears.
Oh,
There's like
man.
pears with tribal tattoos, and you just see a nice little old woman, and she picks it and she puts it in a basket, and a
Oh
big
my
ass
God.
fat baby pops
You're allowed
up.
to say that.
What are these things you were saying?
It's a beautiful sight, bro.
All right, that saved it.
I'm not. It's a really beautiful sight. But they do grow on trees. I wanted to confirm that.
Oh, oh, you brought it right back.
That feels like the distant relative of, well, I think anyone should say it.
What?
Can't, no, stop it.
Samoan SWAT team. They
Remember when the SWAT team came out to the Halloween theme song?
Did they?
Yeah.
Goddamn
It's-
WCW.
It's a fun fucking time, man. It's gonna be a fun time at the Royal Rumble. There's gonna be a lot of Samoans in there. Now that you mentioned that.
I was gonna say I feel more and more every day like Zilla Fatu has just marked himself out of a job.
I don't know because
That's true.
I think Booker T's gonna get him the job eventually. I think like that's the end. That's the end. They're gonna wait for Booker T to say he's ready, and then they're gonna sign him.
Mm.
Now it'll be up to him to get ready, I guess. But I thought it was funny they had, but like Booker T like pinned Zilla like at a show.
Did he?
What? Yeah, what the fuck is that? Why did he do that? Why did he do that? Why did he write himself to pin Zilla like randomly? Hey,
He's just Jerry Lawler in Memphis.
we're feuding.
Nice.
Max said Tala Tonga. Tala Tonga. He's
Tala
coming.
Tonga.
I
Yep.
hate-
Good old Tala. It's a terrible name.
He's taller.
It is. It is.
Get it?
So
He's tall.
as for winners, winners of these Rumble matches, who you guys?
Taller.
Regretfully and with great pain, I think it's Charlotte. I really hope not.
Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense. Charlotte versus Tiffany Stratton.
Charlotte feels correct to me.
Why? Like, other than the fact that they're both blonde and have like, they're both
Yeah.
blonde.
Good work. Good work.
And that's
What's the point? Like, what's the real comparison? Like, I guess is it past versus future, right? I kind of.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, Charlotte, you old ass bitch. She does. She.
Ooh, well, remember, her father was the past in Evolution.
He was. Is she that old yet? Like, are we there?
Like, she's like
Relatively
39.
speaking, yes. At least she is generationally old.
She's been wrestling for like what, 10 years, 11?
Yeah.
She's been on
Shit.
the main roster for over a decade now.
It's Tiffy time.
She was wrestling long enough that she was Divas champion.
Max says he thinks John Cena and Charlotte gonna win because it's 2016, apparently.
Mm.
Fuck.
WWE cared about their audience, they'd have R-Truth win the Rumble.
If
Jesus
that-
Christ,
You know what I would like? It's not gonna happen, but I would like for Kevin Owens to win the championship. And for Sammy Owens to win what the fuck? Sami Zayn to win the Rumble. That'd be some fucking dream shit. Because it's not gonna happen because they already had too many
No,
dreams
it's gonna
come
be
true.
Sammy Owens. They're gonna do the Bret Hart and Lex Luger thing.
Their luck has run out. They've already had too many dreams come true. So this is not gonna happen. You already had the Austin match. They got to tag team and win the tag team championships in the main event of WrestleMania, which really shouldn't have been possible. And it's
Somebody
not one I know
claimed that they
doesn't
were
count.
doing. Somebody had an idea that they were doing they were setting them up for a singles match at WrestleMania, and I was just like,
They are.
okay.
They are. I just
Sure.
wish it was for the belt, because if you're gonna do it one last time, I wish it had the biggest thing attached to it, because that would be a crazy thing to see. Like, how did this Ring of Honor feud end up a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania? But that's not going to happen. That's they're gonna have their match at WrestleMania though, which is also cool.
It's nice.
It's fine, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
fine, I guess. They haven't had a match in years, right? It's been since I don't know. It's been a long time.
They've been holding themselves back.
They were feuding. Not feuding, but they were involved in the Roman Reigns storyline, right? Where Roman and Sammy were like at odds, or Kevin and Sammy were at odds. But did they have a singles match
I
at that
I
time?
think so. I think they were hinting towards something, but they didn't.
Are you on Cage Match already, Nick?
That's actually a good idea. I should do that. I was
Oh,
just
good.
reminiscing into the idea of just Cody Rhodes losing the ladder match and then being number 30 in the Rumble and winning it again.
Oh shit, Nick! What the fuck, man? Why would you do that?
Number 30
Works
once
for Cody,
again.
brother.
Oh gosh. Anyway, Cody's definitely gonna win.
Born on third and thinks he hit a triple.
He needs to actually. He and at that point, then Charlotte probably shouldn't lose. It doesn't matter with her. Like fuck, she could lose and get her title match another way.
It's been years since they've wrestled each other, according to the cage match.
Mm.
They've teamed up a bunch and been on the same side. But the last time they were against each other one-on-one, yeah, it's been some time. I'm still scrolling through. We're in 20.
No, I got Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn on a SmackDown 2023.
All right, that shit don't count. Nobody watched that shit. No.
It was 15 minutes and a no contest.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah,
exactly.
January 13th.
That sounds like a SmackDown match.
January 13th, 2023, a no contest.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the Royal Rumble. Tag team championship match should be fun, but I mean, it's just I guess it's cool to see Motor City Machine Guns out there.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Surreal.
I
That's
mean,
surreal.
it's the right tag team, so.
It's the TNA connection as well.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that means we're going to see Kazarian in the Rumble,
Oh, jeez.
finishing the story from 2005.
Jordan Grace, AJ Lee, Trish Stratus, Lita, Mufasa, Simba, Jesus Christ,
Oh,
Superman.
stop it.
All of
Which
these
one?
people- the only one that matters. Pre-crisis one.
Oh, I was gonna say which act. I was thinking which actor, but
Nah, man, I'm going to the source. I want the source. Oh God, damn, Greg. That's gonna blow people's headphones out. That one right there. Roy Hero says Jordan Grace winning the Rumble on the women's side. That would be insane. I expect her to go to NXT, but we'll see.
that's a lot.
I think she'll be in the Rumble,
It's too soon.
and
Yes.
then afterwards she's gonna show up at NXT, which sucks.
Do
She's gonna
do
be
you think?
cleared to come back if Jade Cargill's a return?
Why is she even gone? We still don't know. Like people are saying she's injured. Other people in the company saying she wasn't. Like what the
I
fuck?
have no clue.
So the thing I have about the Jade Cargill thing is in like I was a little confused based on other stuff I saw, which is obviously rumors anyway. Supposedly somebody thought they were talking about lining up Bianca with Rhea Ripley, and I was just like,
Yep.
I thought that was the Jade spot. What
Yep.
are we even doing if we're not?
It's the first thing I said when I saw that report. They were
What are we
saying
doing?
no, not that, but like they were saying Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley, and I'm like, what the fuck did Jade Cargill do? Like she like. What? That's her match. That's the
Yeah.
WrestleMania match. So you're telling me they're gonna blow it off on some B show, Backlash in France or whatever the fuck they're doing?
No,
Clash.
Francis later.
That's insane. How did
I
Jade
think,
get?
wait, isn't Backlash supposed to be? Oh, wait, did they?
No, they didn't
Mexico thing
announce
wasn't
that.
real, right?
Yeah, that wasn't real.
Yeah.
That Bad Bunny got worked, buddy. Gail, War Hero says Gail Kim showing up in a Royal Rumble. War Hero, I would not trust Gail Kim in a battle royale.
Not again.
Oh, last time that happened.
A lot of the. But
It's
hey,
like
the
the-
Royal Rumble's big enough. You're not going to notice it. It's the Alex Riley thing all over again.
Oh fuck.
She's so funny because she did the most gangster way to quit a television job ever, and nobody noticed. Nobody noticed. Nobody noticed it happen. She's middle of this fucking match on television. Just decides I don't want to work here anymore. I'm leaving. It just leaves.
Yeah.
Incredible. You know who did that? Jeff Hardy actually did that. Jeff Hardy
Yeah.
did do that, but he did it on a house show. He just decides I don't want to work here anymore. Walks away. These people are crazy.
It is. Jesus Christ. You'd think that would get her a lot more like heat in the industry, and like she just kept working.
Yeah, I mean, she went on to TNA. She made herself really valuable backstage, and I guess that's the way you do it, baby.
That is the way you do it.
Well,
Yeah.
too, remember
And her
that
husband
time
is a
frame of
fucking
WWE?
Iron Chef.
That's true.
So she don't need this job.
She don't need this job at all. That's the greatest thing she could ever say to herself on television in the middle of the ring. My
I don't
husband
need
is
this
the
job."
Iron Chef. I don't need this job. Robert, call the Jets.
We're done here. I think
Oh
too,
my
because remember
God.
when she left, that was also around the time frame that they had a bunch of releases. Like that's when Kozlov and Chris Masters were let go, and a bunch of others.
They were like,
You
we were
have a
gonna
great
fire you
memory for
anyway.
people- You have a great memory for people losing their job, Nick.
A
I mean,
horrible
remember
time.
at the time, like that was huge news.
It used to
remember
be.
certain things. Yeah, when they did their budget cuts, like that was always like major breaking news.
Oh yeah, the yearly glut of releases where
They-
people
they-
just got depressed.
Exactly.
They used to
And
call it like
I
Black
was-
Friday and shit.
No, exactly. And it was always people I really like because I have a huge love and appreciation for those like really niche mid carders that were on like Superstars and Main Event.
Nick was watching all the supplementary television.
I preferred it
yeah.
honestly because it was more fun than the TV at the time.
I
Yo,
understand.
honestly, one time there was like, I remember I watched the episode of Main Event, and it was really interesting because it's like you got these magazine style bites of like what the program is, what the main program is, what the secondary championship program is, what promos or whatever segments they did on the main show that mattered, and now here's 20 minutes of Sin Cara versus Cesaro, which is
You
a
know
match
what?
I'd watch.
Those matches
know what,
always
man?
killed, which was great. And it was the same thing too with Saturday Morning Slam.
Oh,
I have to bring it back to the Jay Cargill thing for a quick second because fucking I keep thinking back to like how fast her star was rising. Like how it was such a good time. We were having so much fun. Man, Boyer says he wondered who's coming from NJPW.
what?
No. Well, there were a couple people who were
let's
looking
not
to get re-signed, right? But like nobody. I think all those contracts don't run out until like February. But so I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, like New Japan saw the writing on the wall. It was just like no January contracts ever again.
Yeah, WWE put the show in February. They're inching
Yeah.
closer and closer.
But I don't think it's February 1st. But yeah,
So Jade
never
though.
again.
Max says AEW applied the Goldberg method with Jade and kept her matches very short. WWE had her working longer matches and she was exposed.
Very not Paul Heyman of them.
I think in the beginning they were like they gradually lengthened her matches. Like they were short in the beginning, and then they got longer and longer. And then sometimes we would be like, "Why is this Jade Cargill match so long? Like she should have squashed that woman." And like I remember that being a complaint sometimes. Like, why is she going 50-50 with this person? Why is this match 2 segments long? She should have killed her already. And towards the end, she was having really good 15-minute matches with like Chris Statlander and higher quality wrestlers who could not just. I mean, you know, they were carrying a little bit, but like Jade was holding her own. It was good times, and then she goes to WWE, and they put that shit out that she needed to get trained again. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like that's okay. So that takes 9 months. All right.
My man Nick Mack sent Jade Cargill to Women of Wrestling.
Jake transfer portal. Wow.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. They expected something from her. I don't know why. Like, did they not? Were they not aware of the history? Or did they want to sabotage her? Like, what the fuck is this? What the Bill Goldberg fuck? What is 2003 Goldberg shit is going on? Like, did Triple H bring her here to expose her? Like, they just killed this prospect for no reason? Like, no way. There's no way they wasted this money and weren't aware of how to treat this.
I sometimes wonder. This is based on stories, right? Like maybe they were lied to. You think of the stories where like Mark Henry sold them a bill of goods to get Bryan Danielson signed, and they're just like, "Why is this guy not 6'3"? I don't know. Look at him go though.
You're right though. Look at it. He's feisty.
You know, like maybe somebody was sold a lie. Maybe she has a good agent.
I mean, I guess I would have hoped that they were watching and they knew what they had.
I feel like we're hoping in the wrong place for that.
That sucks. That really sucks because she had such a good thing going.
I think Hunter is watching, but like that's a whole different thing.
He's in charge. He's creative chief officer or whatever the fuck. Come on, man. There's no excuse.
Like supposedly Hunter is very aware of the jokes about him having a burner account.
I mean, unless maybe there's personal things going on in Jade Cargill's life that we're just not aware of, and
maybe
keeping it. Because I know when she first got here, her mom passed away, and she took time off for that. But then she came at the Royal Rumble, and then they took a lot of time off, and then just before WrestleMania they debuted her, and right into the Bianca thing. It's been that for a year now. And you would think, guaranteed, that was her WrestleMania match.
Oh, you know what, War Hero? I'll give you your New Japan answer. Enjoy David Finlay.
I think he was good at Wrestle Kingdom this year. Okay,
I'm glad you finally found a Dave Finlay match you enjoyed at the end.
Match.
That's what happened with Tama Tonga too. He had one good match and then left.
He's like, my work is done here.
What? He finally had a Tama Tonga match I liked and he left?
What about a Tonga Loa match you liked, huh?
No.
No. That
never happened.
I will give him props. He had a match I liked in WWE, which was that ladder match on SmackDown. That was awesome.
Was it?
What did he do in there?
Not much, but he was in it.
That's like when Lars Sullivan gets the 5-star fucking Meltzer match for being in that 6-way ladder match in NXT. He did a couple monster spots.
That's what does.
He gets 5 stars for doing his part and staying out of the way.
Oh, we got the talent scout for WWE and William Regal.
That's right. So he should have known Jade Cargill's ability.
Known.
She was training with Brian. He could have texted Brian and asked, "My son, my sweet, my sunshine, tell me everything I need to know about Jade Cargill."
Well, no, because weren't Regal and Brian doing trainings together at one point?
Yes, they were before Dynamite.
Yeah, so he already has that inside scoop.
So man, I don't hope that something's going on in Jay's life, but I'm like, I hope that there's a reason why these things are happening. And if she really gets fucked out of her WrestleMania match like this, then I hope they have something good for her set up on the side. I don't think
also,
that they will, though.
I'm salty about the idea that like they're setting up the match I felt like they should have been thinking about years ago as like a B plan. With Bianca and Rhea?
That's true. But I mean, I feel like maybe it's not a B plan as much as they've been sitting on it. They know it's there and they've been wanting to do it.
Way after Bianca has cooled off significantly.
Sure. But I mean, hey, look, I would argue it's more than her spot on the card than how people are reacting and how much people care about her. Because she's still like one of the more popular
baby faces, yes.
Yeah. She's at a Sixers game tonight. She's doing things.
Yes. It's just
Relevant.
she isn't like the top single star on the roster that she had been, because she's been doing this shittery fucking. I don't know. I know
She's
people like it.
babysitting. She's babysitting. That's what it was. It's what it is, right? She was babysitting Jay Cargill, and you thought that the payoff would be the match between them, and no, apparently it's not yet.
Black Girl Magic, John.
Oh, so that means that they're gonna do Jay Cargill versus Naomi.
Is that when
Oh.
Naomi reveals she attacked her, and then they have the face off?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if fucking Bianca's gonna do Rhea, then if Bianca's gonna fight Rhea, then maybe both Naomi and Bianca should have be the people who attacked Jade. Like they both took her out, because Rhea's a stupid over babyface right now. The only thing is that I heard Bianca doesn't want to be a heel because she
No, because she's really into her babyface spot with like outside
Kids.
of wrestling.
The John
The-
Cena thing. John
the
Cena
kids.
Yeah.
the kids, they love me, and I would be like, bitch, you know how much I pay you? We're gonna do whatever we want. You're gonna do whatever I want you to do. What the fuck?
Yeah, she has turned. She straight up turned down heel turns, hasn't she?
Yeah,
That was the
what,
story.
Hey, the
Well,
kids also like a good heel. Am I
but
right?
when you say turn down, it's like turn down the idea from another wrestler to go pitch it together. It's not like, like
Okay.
creative came and was like, hey, here's the thing, and she's like rips it up and spits it. Twah, get the fuck out of my face. I'll be a baby
I would
face for
love
the rest of my life.
I wish that was the story.
You see all the time in like modern wrestling, like how many times like the heel wrestlers do the charity things, with everything. They're completely out of character nowadays. It doesn't really matter to the same point it used to. I mean, we've seen the promos where Gunther's been doing Make-A-Wish things.
It was Bobby Lashley that wanted Bianca to be in the
The Hurt Business.
I don't think it was a hurt business. I think it was the thing he had with the Street Profits.
The Pride.
The Pride.
The Pride. Yes. Right.
Damn, that sucked.
And your husband's here too. He's like, that don't work on me.
They
War Hero. Yeah, there is no future for Regal wrestling his son. I think that neck is far beyond fucked.
Regal versus his son. Yeah, Regal. Shit, I wish. I actually wish. Max has turned down for what? Because we got Tonga Loa on the 2K25 cover before GTA 6.
Also, Paul Heyman, for the first time ever, a non-combatant is on the cover of the video game.
That's true. That is true. Paul Heyman on the cover of the game praying to his tribal chief.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll talk about that in a little bit.
With Heyman on the cover.
Yes,
true.
we've had several of those.
It's the most Paul Heyman thing I've ever heard.
So, I wanted to talk about Triple H entering the Hall of Fame.
He wants to talk about the memes.
Listen, man. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. Okay, obviously that's
I think that's a mostly objective truth.
I
Can't
think
wait for
that
The Rock to go in the Hall of Fame again.
for so many reasons he deserves to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. I think it's funny that Vince never put himself in, but the first year that Vince is gone, the guy in charge goes in immediately. Like, oh, okay, there's that. That's not a humble person at all. That's crazy.
So you don't buy the idea that he didn't know about that little charade?
Man, if you don't get the fuck out of my face with that shit.
I love the things that John doesn't believe in pro wrestling. It's pretty funny.
Cause
I'm not saying he's wrong about most of it, but I do love the things he doesn't believe.
Did you see the video?
Yes.
I didn't believe it when I read the text, but when I saw the video, I said, "Get the fuck out of here!" Okay, so the guy who's in charge of the Hall of Fame didn't know who the headliner was gonna be until they announced it. So everybody around him said, "We're gonna surprise you, Hunter."
We're gonna prank Connor.
And he's thinking, "Oh man, I wonder who it could be." It's like when your Christmas present is wrapped and it's in the shape of a bike.
We could truly say ribs and wrestling have evolved.
Oh wow, what could it possibly be? Or Triple H goes the whole year thinking like it's gonna be I don't know who's left, fucking Batista or something.
Yeah,
Or he already went in, right?
Batista is
No, I
supposed
think
to.
Batista did go in, didn't he?
He
No?
went in already. He was
No,
supposed to
might
he
not
go
hasn't
have.
been
in.
inducted yet.
He was
Oh, yeah,
supposed
he
to go
might
in
not
and he
have.
couldn't. So
He was-
maybe
he
they
was filming?
tricked him. The only way I believe it happened is if they tricked Triple H and made him think it was gonna be somebody else for months. And then, but that would be fucked up because he calls Dave like, "Hey, bud, we're gonna do it this year. Hey, we're gonna do it, man." And it's a fucking lie. It's a surprise. It's you, Hunter. And he's like pissed. I fucking hate this. Why'd you do this?
You'd have to be like clever and I guess suave enough to basically be like, you have to have gotten to Batista first and then put the Batista idea in the Hunter's mind so that he could call Dave for
Oh my
Dave to
God.
go along with it.
I don't believe a fucking I don't believe for a millisecond
Yes.
that they went through all that show. I think for but like we've seen Triple H's sense of humor, right?
To be clear about like what I was saying before, for the sake of understanding the breadth of this, John is completely on like in the can on believing that Brett and Sean shit they did on Raw was bullshit.
But you can see, you go watch that right now. Go on YouTube and watch Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels make up on Raw.
Bury the hatchet.
Go watch them. Go watch their hug. I need you to see the movements. Bret was moving like if he caught the stroke again.
Oh,
Sean is like sitting there dumbfounded, like just dumb. Yeah, but he always got a dumb look on his face. I can't. You gotta watch this, all right? You'll believe what I believe. Like it's like X-Files in this motherfucker.
The truth is out there.
It's right there. Just watch it. And it's the same with this Triple H video. Wait, okay, and also this is the funniest thing about that video to me.
Go for it.
Their employee meetings have theme music. What the fuck is that?
full on entrances.
And Trons.
The Tron setup. You got the LEDs all set like it's one of the shows.
What? So that when they have employee meetings for like mundane shit, you know, like we have to go through all this.
No, the Rock comes through the old neon sign from '94.
What the fuck is that?
Meeting.
That had me rolling. Like they said it was a town meeting. The report was like, "Oh, it was a meeting for employees and shit." And then the video was like, the theme music hits and the people and the employees are cheering and
The
shit.
final boss.
You deserve it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Doom,
boss.
doom.
Get the fuck out of here. And then let me guess. Next year, who goes in? Dwayne, right? We're gonna surprise him. Surprise!
Already in.
Oh, he went in last year. That's right. Another guy who went in the first year, he got on the board.
No, he didn't. But he
No,
put his
he-
grandmother in.
That's what it was. He put his grandma in, and then he gave himself a belt.
Wait, you mean Dwayne's been there like 3 times and he still hasn't been inducted himself?
Always
No.
waiting for the
Damn.
final boss. That's what the 3 was. Wait, 3 more years. And no, they still haven't put any effort in announcing Bray Wyatt in the Hall of Fame.
Bro, Triple H headlined the fucking Hall of Fame before Bray Wyatt did.
Yep.
What the fuck is that? Bro, you can't tell me the
Wyatt-
timing
the year
isn't
after.
funny.
Remember,
All right.
they put Bray Wyatt's family in there at the U.S. Express. They didn't put Bray in last year.
But they did have that fucking awkward moment where they spend a few moments talking about Bray and they don't know how to do it. Those poor guys were up there just trying to talk. Like I felt bad for fucking Rotunda.
Triple H.
Yeah.
Put the Katie Vick highlight reels in Triple H's Hall of Fame video package. And him throwing a dollar bill at Booker T. Oh, fuck.
Hey, Mr. Hunter, would you tell us more about that promo you cut on Booker T?
It's fucking Kid Rock music, and Triple H is like, you people promo. It's fucking Yeah, fun times that Hall of Fame is gonna be. I don't know who else. Who else is probably going in this year? Then I guess they'll put Bray as an undercard person. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
That
I do
doesn't
love how
sound
they
good.
immediately backtracked on that promo like the week after.
It was way too late. That shit is legendary. Nobody remembers the backtrack. Nobody remembers the backtrack. I don't remember what the fuck they did to pull that back. I only remember the promo and then
I distinctly remember Hunter sitting on that stupid couch and like at WWF New York. He's like, it wasn't. It's not about race.
oh fuck, you're right. You're right. I just mean people like criminals or whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't it make it worse? Doesn't it make it worse?
I know Flair made it worse.
Of course he
Triple
did.
H's explanation is just like, oh man.
And then the extra long crawl to the pin at WrestleMania, which is I'll never get over
That's
that.
damning. That you can't
Bro.
get past.
You think I would have kicked out? Fuck you. Fuck. What are we gonna do? It's WrestleMania though. That's fucked up. Like, damn, he did that on purpose. Triple H is a master politician. If anything, that's what he should go into the Hall of Fame for, brother. You're talking about a dude who went to pro wrestling school, right? He I don't know what his schooling was. What was his college like? Like,
Has
did
Booker
he?
ever talked about that?
No, I'm talking about Triple H. Triple
No,
H.
I'm asking if Booker ever talked about that match, that ending to that match.
That's a good question. I'm sure they should shoot an interview where we can find that.
Because I do love how they asked Booker about Bash at the Beach, and he was just like, man, let's be serious. Hogan wasn't giving me no belt.
That's damn right. Especially knowing what we know now. Yeah, no. For that alone, like for Triple H's politics skills alone, he should be in the Hall of Fame. You're talking about a guy who went to wrestling school and then ended up an influential, powerful man in a business in the world, an executive from wrestling school. There was no how is that path? What's that ladder? How does that exist? He literally dug the path. That's not a train that anyone can follow. Like
Yeah,
I
Triple
guess.
H's background is really fascinating because he goes from high school to working at a gym, then he meets Ted Arcidi, as one does, and then he goes into wrestling.
so no college.
No college.
That's
Straight to the
insane.
league.
There's
Straight to the
no
league.
there's no precedence for that. He fucking goes from wrestling school to the boss's daughter. Let's say, wrestling the regular path of a wrestler until the Stephanie McMahon thing. Meeting Stephanie McMahon, whether it was a political move or not. Let's just say she was hot. She was fucking hot. There's no reason.
Listen, nobody was blaming him.
There's no reason to think that he wanted to be with Stephanie for a political reason. She's hot.
It was
right?
a bonus.
It was like, damn, and she's the boss's daughter. That actually makes it scarier.
Meanwhile,
That was
he
a
went to
risk.
college at Boston University.
She's the woman behind the man right there. She has wow, there's a whole movie to be written about this. But anyway,
yeah.
Triple H, his fucking path diverges when he meets Stephanie McMahon, and from that moment on,
Films presents.
like he's digging a path to like taking over the company, taking over the biggest professional wrestling company in the world, and becoming a influential television executive.
It's really just a reboot of Succession.
The dude is in the White House. He goes to the president's beach parties.
I wouldn't do that.
I mean, look at him. He's a fucking. I can never not respect Triple H. I know people joke like, "Oh, you just got it for fucking the boss's daughter." I wish. I fucking wish. Holy shit! What is that path? What is that life path? How does that exist? That's crazy.
Honestly, I think it's a popular thing to say, but like honestly, if you think that everything Hunter has achieved so far can be attributed to him marrying the boss's daughter, you are not paying attention to the years of little moves and little relationships that Hunter has cultivated over the years. If you think it's just Stephanie, you don't know the whole game.
And how many times he's been knocked down?
look at every single connection he's made from WCW to WWF to like even beyond there. And on top of that, remember,
And how many of those connections he's made are people who have jobs now?
exactly. And think about too, like even like the outside connections. Like, doesn't he have a good relationship with Alex Wright in Germany?
Probably.
I
Yeah.
heard something about that. I remember too. He destroyed that major heart issue that kills like 90% of people that have it.
Yeah. And like the relationship he's had with Liam Regal for like since WCW.
Yeah, like he has been building up his network, and it is coming into fruition.
Thankfully, with the right people. At least I think it's most of the right people.
I'd say so. Yes, Mac. WCW wins again as always.
I just Triple H deserves it for that reason alone. I think that I've always thought that. I've always respected that.
Go on.
No, I was gonna say, it wasn't even easy. How many times did it get snatched out from under him? Like in wrestling, you have the Ultimate Warrior burial, the fucking curtain call thing, and then the fucking Vince coming back. When Triple H thought he had the company, and Vince came back, and they took it all away, and it was over. They were done. They were beaten in a corner, and someone magically leaked the email.
Yeah. But then he gets the company again, and the whole thing almost falls apart.
It's that email thing is the craziest thing to me. That was like the master move. That was like the culmination of years and years. They were probably letting Vince do all that. Triple H was probably encouraging Vince to do shit like that. He was like, "Yeah, take a shit on her head," like do all that shit.
Giving me ammo.
There's no way Vince wasn't talking about that shit with Triple H. Come on, man. You see their sense of humor. Like, come on, man. They were texting each other, man. Come on.
We've seen the DX stuff. That's Triple H's humor, too.
Come on, man. You telling me they don't laugh about the same shit? Vince wasn't telling Hunter, hey, and Hunter's like, yeah, sure. And he's writing the shit down.
If you can't prove it.
Come on, man. They got him. They got him good. As a matter of fact, I think Vince looks out his window in the middle of the day and he knows and he kind of respects it.
That's it. Okay, that was the question I was going to ask you. Do you think Vince would be proud of him?
I think a little bit. I think. Well, no, I don't think it's outright because Vince is so Vince, right? He's still gonna be mad that he lost it. He's never gonna get over that. But I think he would be proud.
I think there was I think there's a piece of him that would be like, I would have made that move too. I'm kind of proud of you.
He did. He did a ruthless shit in his time. I think raising his
father.
Raising his daughter to be ruthless like that. Because let's be real, right? Triple H is ultimately, at the end of the day, a wrestler, a big dumb wrestler. Stephanie McMahon,
raised to be a businesswoman.
Stephanie McMahon was raised to be not just a businesswoman. She was raised by a Vincent fucking Kennedy McMahon. Not Vincent, not the other Vinces. She got raised by Vincent Kennedy McMahon to be a businesswoman.
But also, and say what you want about the politics of it, because she's a woman, she has to be raised to be at least 2 or 3 times worse.
There's that. There's the estrogen. Hey, it's just a chemical. It exists.
That's the truth of the matter. Like, she has to get those people's respect.
She had to fight harder, work harder, and make different moves. Remember when she stepped down, quote unquote, when Vince came back? She was in charge the whole time.
You mean when she sold her stocks?
She sold her stocks, stepped down, sent the email the same night.
She got peace out.
You think Hunter was just standing over rubbing her shoulders and she hit send?
I don't know if right here, right now. She did that. She sent that shit. Triple H and Nick weren't ready, but they were in on it. They were in on that shit. She texted group chat. I did it, and they're like, right here, right now. This is it.
That's John's version of the story. That's Stephanie jumped the gun, and they were like, "You already did it.
You did it."
We didn't say that yet.
Wall Street Journal is running the story tomorrow. Oh shit!
Oops.
No, you have to do the Watchmen scene where they start talking about it. It's like, you can't do it, Stephanie. I did it
That was
30
a-
minutes ago.
That was a crazy game of
Already
chess.
done.
That was a crazy game of chess because they were both at like their last wits. Like they were both at like their last trump cards. Vince giving up control of the company. Like he they asked him to sit out. He sat out. Then he came back and stole control and forced them to sell it to only the people he would approve so that he can guarantee himself a seat of power. A masterful fucking move. And he couldn't have known they also had that trump card waiting for him. Because that's
So that
like
they would play it.
that's like an ultimate move. Like a full that's like a self-destruct. Like that could take us out too, maybe. But
Say, you know who the ultimate winner was in the end? The Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh my god!
Because it was Slim Jim that when they
Oh,
heard from the
yeah.
Rumble, oh yeah, then they're like, Vince, please, you have to go. Slim Jim gets so much money. Remember what happened last time they left? And I'm just saying,
There's
after they
still
left, WWE was in a high school gym for Monday Night Raw.
are they still paying his estate or what?
I mean,
That's
they
a-
still feature Randy in all the commercials, so I imagine there's
Oh,
some
yeah.
level of
Yeah,
it.
oh,
At
yeah.
the end of the day, Randy Savage gets the last laugh.
Yeah, there's some sort of lifetime deal and payout getting done with that Slim Jim deal for sure.
If the rumors are to be believed, Randy Savage just wasn't as smart as Triple H to finesse his.
Listen, I'm not going to get into that shit.
Ah, no.
I mean, hey, though, years beyond his passing, he's still a part of the Slim Jims commercials.
That's the ultimate swerve. CM Punk is the one who sent the
Punk is
email.
behind it all. Jeez.
CM Punk sent the email. He was not. No, it was definitely Stephanie. Yo, that was some secession shit.
Yeah, Succession. Yeah,
Succession. We had
John
what the
Secession. They left
Secession.
the nation.
California, baby. No.
And yeah,
Did you did you see that shit about Alexa Bliss's contract? I think they wrote her to come back with this Wyatt family thing, and then like last minute her representation contacted WWE and they were like, we want to restructure, or either that or there's a contract coming up and they want to change, they want to negotiate, and they were like, what? Stay home, stay home with the baby. We'll see though, because she posted on Twitter today like, I'll be here, and she posted a picture with her baby, and I was like, oh, during Royal Rumble week. I've played these games before. We'll see. I thought that was funny. But then we also have the AEW Grand Slam broadcast fiasco. I'm not sure.
Boy, what is going on there?
I'm not sure what they thought. They were never sure when this was gonna air, and I want to say they were desperate to get it to air live on Max, like live. And for whatever reason, it didn't work out that way, and it ended up having to air in the Collision slot, pre-taped, 12-hour delay, which has it's 12 hours because it's got to air after an NBA conference game. So
Oh my god.
Oh.
AEW Grand Slam in Australia is not going to air until 12 hours after it's filmed, and not even exactly 12 hours. Approximately 12 hours. We don't know when.
This genuinely feels like an embarrassing state of affairs.
I am embarrassed for them. That sucks.
Because the two matches on the card look amazing, but if you find out what happens, like, all right, well, it's the usual Collision philosophy of, I know what happens, I don't need to watch. It's Saturday, I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
That, and there's also the double embarrassment of having to move the building to a smaller one. They had booked the stadium, and the stadium didn't sell as much as they wanted to, so they had to move to a smaller 10,000 people building.
And apparently those tickets aren't even doing great.
No, but they're gonna do a lot better in this smaller arena. It's just
It's
that
gonna look a
it's
lot better, yeah.
it's a smaller arena. They probably wasted a lot of money. They probably aren't getting their money back on this one. This is a
I don't-
fucking fiasco all the way through.
I don't know what the idea was. Like, I don't know. What numbers were they looking at that they thought, yeah, Australia's a market for us?
A big one like that, like a stadium. That was crazy.
You know that, like I know people, I guess, make the accusation in jest. But I'm just like, is that a Coke booking?
that's certainly neurotic. But
It's a
we'll,
choice.
Yeah,
we'll see them.
Australia, Jesus. And then
just
that
sucks.
makes me worry about the Texas Stadium booking.
I think the all in will be a lot better. They've already started looking like they've already started doing things headed in that direction at least. Like they've got, it seems like, plans.
Yeah,
Big plans. I this Grand Slam thing was a failure though all the way through.
100%. They going back to Arthur Ashe so fast.
And
Poor
the big
Tony.
issue too is I don't remember them saying a specific date for like the last couple months when it came to Grand Slam. Because even they didn't know. And I feel like too, if you want to buy tickets for an event, you want to know when that event's gonna be. And they didn't really say it on TV much.
It had a
At
date,
all.
but what it didn't have was they wouldn't tell us when it was airing or where. It was like
When, where, or what's on the card. At that point.
Grand Slam will air on this date. All right. Well, cool.
That's the thing.
All right, we'll get there. But yeah, I mean, I'll watch it on delay, but it's because I'm gonna know what happens on it because of the nature of my feed, thanks
Of
to the
course.
way wrestling works. WWE 2K25 got announced on Monday. That was fun.
Because we're
great.
big video game marks.
That's true.
Video game.
There was a couple new features there. The Bloodline matches, the Bloodline showcase. The island where you can walk around with your created character and run into your friends and probably do like matches outside under the sun.
Or play some pickup basketball. I don't know.
If you can't get into just
Maybe we'll
fights
play
in the
table
street,
tennis.
it's a waste of time.
They just implement the mechanics from all the other 2K games.
You know what? I don't like.
Pretty much,
I don't like that it's an island. I think you took the gimmick too far. Like, okay, come on, bro. Like, I get it. It's
You don't like
Bloodline
Wrestle
year.
Island?
No, because it's the island of relevancy, and it's got a giant statue of Roman Reigns, and it's like, okay, this is kind of corny. Like, I don't want to walk around in here. Like, I don't want to hang out in Roman Reigns land. Like, what the fuck is this?
It's
Like,
very
that's-
Crash Bandicoot-esque.
Yeah, like
Nigga.
if it would have been just like the city, then that makes a little sense. I could tell my brain, this is what it looks like outside the arena. Like I'm playing these matches, and now we're gonna go outside, and it's like,
As someone who's played the career mode in NBA,
no, not the. I just want that one part. I just wanted the setting to be different. Like the setting
I'm
sucks.
saying to you, it's funny as hell watching every home and away game is in the same city.
They all look the same when you get around, Greg. Trust me. Nah. The island thing, I was like, okay, well, now you kind of took the gimmick too far. But other than that, it seems like it's fun. I think it's funny seeing the side by side graphics comparisons nowadays because there is none. There's no big difference.
There's not a huge difference. It's just like occasionally it varies from character to character. Sometimes you get a character who just has a much better face scan.
Yeah. Oh, we fixed the facial structure this year. All right.
Those little subtleties.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then some people you can tell like they ported over the last game.
The butts look nicer this year.
Oh my god.
Because they had a screenshot of Lola Vice getting picked up, and I was like, well, usually the butt cheeks don't look like that. they're more angled. This is very round.
John,
I
like the
think-
dimensions on that is
I think we've reached a good place in video games now.
Let's get those slightly changed versions.
Did you
of those
see-
tattoos?
Did you see the Grand
Oh,
Theft Auto
Jesus.
6 trailer, man? There was like twerk physics now.
Yeah.
The world is a crazy place, and I love it.
Rikishi going wild.
Something I was telling John about with the most recent MLB game that WWE has yet to do. The WWE has not abandoned the previous generation consoles just yet, so it is still being held back just a little bit.
Released on the original Xbox, you cowards.
Well, that's got the PC people fucked though, because the idea that there's an older version of the game means that they're probably going to get that version of the game. They're not getting this island thing.
They're not getting an island, no.
That stinks. We'll see though. We'll fucking see. Max says I'm bringing Nosferatu levels of horny to the podcast this week.
Nosferatu.
Gosh,
Oh, jeez.
I'll never be able to see that episode of SpongeBob the same again, knowing what I know about Nosferatu. He gets
Okay.
down, man. He gets down.
Island only for the Xbox Series. Is that what they call it?
Stop releasing games for the fucking PS4. Like, okay, like I get it. Like, chill the fuck out. Like, there's 2 years left on the PS5. Like, what are we even doing?
That's
at
the
this
wild
point?
part. That we're always talking about the next generation. We're still making PS4 games.
Like, this is crazy already. Like, what kind of resources are we sacrificing on this? Like, throw that shit out. All right? Like, okay, I get it. People couldn't get the PS5. Get the fuck out of here already. If you didn't get one this Christmas, that's on you, brother. Like, it's over. It's over. It really is
Christmas.
way past over. You can get that shit anywhere now.
Because of your $500,000 gaming chair.
You can get a PS5 anywhere now, is what I'm saying. So, like, I don't want to hear that
Yeah.
shit. Anyway, the last thing we
John
had to
said
talk
you a
about
broke
tonight.
boy.
Yeah, you really are. I can't defend you. Get a PS5 or don't play the game. It's not a necessity. Okay? Jacob Fatu.
Oh man, are we skipping over the real star performance of this week for Jacob Fatu?
Well, I mean, we could talk about JD McDonough's poking his ribs. That's fucking nuts.
Like the fucking.
Max says, I have a PS4. Mac, I get a fucking. You think Mac, do you also have a VCR? I'm supposed to keep making videotapes
I love Beta.
for you?
You just say Betamax.
Get a fucking Blu-ray player. Get a PS5. Stop. Get out of here. Max says, I'm not broke. Well, prove it. Prove it. Buy a PS5. You can get it right now on the internet. Send a receipt.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh man. Just like credit to JD McDonough for toughing out a ridiculously actually really good tag match. Just something.
It was a great match. I remember being surprised. Dominic and JD were bumping their ass off.
Yeah, they were. The JD McDonough took a ugly spill against that brand new shiny, it's looking super reinforced announcer's table, almost snapping his head off.
Breaking ribs and piercing his lungs.
There was a report that he collapsed backstage afterwards, and I
Yes.
thought he had a concussion, but they said he broke his ribs and pierced his lungs. Which is like, whoa, what the fuck was that? Max says he
ugly.
just bought a new car. Well, that's your problem. You see, you bought a new car, but not a PS5. What were you thinking? What were you
I think he
thinking?
was thinking he has to get to work, John.
That's
The memories
silly.
of gaming last forever. Girl.
And then look at this. No car, right? You can't get to work. And if you can't get to work, what does that mean? You have time to play your PS5. You're not thinking. You're not staying with me.
John said these is pimp decisions.
Make the right choices, man. That's all I'm saying.
Priorities.
So yeah, JD McDonough's gonna be out for like 2 to 3 months. I hope he gets a hero's welcome when he gets back. Because
I don't know
goddamn,
how you put that together though.
I don't
He
either.
get-
For everything he suffered, 2 to 3 months feels way too early.
I get that. Yeah.
I'm not
I get
wrestling
that.
again.
What like?
That's it.
I genuinely remember what scared the crap out of me at some point because like he had that gnarly whiplash on his neck, and then fucking Eric hits that go to sleep to the back of the skull. I was
Oh
like,
man,
no!
knocked the shit out of him.
That's the real reason he collapsed backstage.
And then he has the nerve to do a moonsault. Like, oh my god, stop it!
Ah, he killed it, man, and then he almost died. So he killed it, and then he almost died.
Yeah,
He's all right. He'll be all right, thankfully.
This is the wrestler's way.
And then we had
Judgment Day getting over his baby faces out here, yo.
15-minute warning.
Dominic become, is that a thing? They do that now?
On
Oh, wow.
EV Mux, it ended the stream on us at like 2 hours, and ever since then, I've been trying to tell everyone, like, guys, 15-minute warning, 10-minute warning.
That's crazy. I didn't know we had a limit.
That's all right. We're at the end.
I'll fucking kill you, StreamYard. I don't think that's true. I think you guys ran out of fucking space.
There's still lots of space in there. It just like right at 2 hours.
2 hours is crazy.
Because it gave us a little countdown timer that was like, you have 10 seconds left. And I was like, oh, so catch us on
Yeah, because I feel like Danny Ocean's done like watch-alongs like for whole shows. But maybe it wasn't pay-per-views. Maybe they were like 2-hour shows.
There could be.
Anyway. Heck says they gotta give him the hero's welcome, the move, not the ovation.
Crossroads. Slightly different, but the same.
I love the idea he comes back and just Cody squashes him.
But what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yes, Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu. Saturday Night's Main Event.
King Kong.
I love that man. He's great. He's brought that energy, that same energy that he had outside of WWE. He was able to bring it onto WWE TV. Yada me. I was like, oh shit. Fucking. He comes out there with Braun Strowman. They have a pretty entertaining monster versus monster match, and then he just kills him with like multiple ass cheeks to the face.
Blood out of the mouth from that.
They were like trying to stop him, and he just kept hitting Braun with moonsault after moonsault, and then he only stopped when he decided he was done. Security couldn't stop him. Nobody could do anything to him. He came out looking amazing. Braun Strowman's got blood all over his face. It was an incredible segment for Jacob Fatu, and I'm seeing people saying things like, "This is everything Solo Sikoa was supposed to be," and I'm like, I don't think we were watching the same television show.
Solo Sikoa couldn't be that cool if he wanted.
But it's not that they wanted. I think at some point in the beginning, like a year or two ago, they probably thought they can get this kind of energy out of him. But by the time they were running this Bloodline storyline after WrestleMania, they knew what they wanted out of Jacob Fatu. Like they knew they had Jacob Fatu, and they knew that Solo was gonna be this story here where he was not enough, but he forced his way up anyway. And he got this team together, and he was the character they wanted him to be. I don't think that the story that they told was ever going to lead to Solo Sikoa being a Jacob Fatu kind of guy. Actually, I think
the ill-fitting suit jacket.
Yeah, that was like representative of the whole thing. The Bloodline ill-fitting. It didn't fit him. He forced his way up there. It was a good story. I don't think that was supposed to end with him in Jacob Fatu's type of position. He never had. I don't think he had that energy. I don't think he's had that energy since. I don't know. Maybe that time they had him beat John Cena, but
I was gonna say a lot of people liked his NXT run, but
did he have a real run? I feel like he went down there as a member of the Bloodline.
No, he had like a belt and everything.
Yeah, definitely. Like he. I don't think he came up with the North American Championship.
No, they had him drop it right before.
Yeah. But yeah, like he had a run in NXT that never had anything to do with the Bloodline. He was even doing the Umaga face paint for a bit, and it never came up.
I mean, I've always looked at like the Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa differential as being like I mean, I've always looked at it like it's Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. They wrestle two vastly different styles, but
and two
still,
vastly different characters.
exactly. But you still always have that perpetual connection.
It's actually funny because like Tully and Arn look like two people you would never think would get along. Like Arn looked like he came up with a blue collar family in rural Texas, and Tully Blanchard looks like he came from money.
Right. Is John there? There he is.
No, I got lost. I got lost for a second.
John's like, who's Tully Blanchard?
I'm alive.
Is that the racist daughter?
Tully
His
Blanchard.
father?
Somebody say cocaine? I love cocaine. No, not anymore.
Oh man.
Joe Hendry's here.
Oh man.
You knew it was going to happen eventually.
Thanks for joining us, Joe Hendry.
No. Wait, is this the? But are we gonna book Tessa? Is this deal gonna get Tessa the spot she's wanted the entire time?
Oh, you know what's great about that? There were reports that just came out from CMLL that she also had problems in the locker room down there.
What?
Yes.
No.
Please tell me. Why was this not on the format sheet?
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Oh, man.
That's Tessa walking into the locker room about to call somebody a racist term. She said, "Listen here."
No, like she has to completely how do you say completely revamp her fucking reputation. So she has to go to WWE and only be racist to the other white people.
Girl, well, that's her problem. See, she thinks she been rapping the wrong songs and listening to the wrong music, and she thinks she can use certain words, but she forgot she's from where the fuck she's from, Tennessee or whatever the fuck, from the bottom of the South. But get the fuck out of here. When people from the South use those words, they're about to do some horrible things. We don't trust you.
Where is she built from? Now I gotta know. Oh man, it's no, John. What's the whitest wrestling place you can think of?
The whitest wrestling place I can think of.
Other than Texas.
Do they have indies in Ohio? I was in Ohio.
Close.
Indiana?
Think Blanchard, think family, think Flair.
Oh my God, North Carolina.
There you go.
Mid-Atlantic, it has to be.
That is so racist.
Trained by George South.
Probably also a racist. Probably used to say slurs at the end of every rep.
So what's my friend tried to be funny about it too. Was like she keeps dating the brown people.
Oh.
Well, you know how they say about racism and fetishization.
She's been dogging for how many years?
That's how it is. That's how it be. Unfortunately,
they're not together anymore. But
no, she's with another luchador now.
Oh no.
It's the mask. It's the mask. You think you I get my mask done right? You think I get a nice lucha girl?
Oh my God!
Really going
You think
off the rails.
No, but the thing about luchadors is they tend to be extremely sexy under the mask. Like they always take the mask off, and it's like, wow, that guy's hot. And then you got Pento, who looks like a fucking 50-year-old man. I saw that shit. I was like, oh God, it's a normal guy. It's not he's not sexy at all.
We heard the story about what Beast Mortos looks like under the mask.
Oh jeez.
I can just imagine, honestly.
What's funny is
He's a good-looking dude that looks like a version of Roman Reigns almost.
From the American perspective, there are people who get mad when they find out that the guys under the mask are actually kind of handsome.
What's you hiding it for?
What are you hiding this shit for?
All right, Mysterio unmask.
When La Sombra took his mask off and he's Andrade, and everybody goes, "What the fuck?"
Why are you hiding this the entire time? Why weren't you just pretty?
This is Dr. Wagner too, right? Not Dr. Wagner. No, the old one. He had the he had the mask versus mask match. The old man. I forgot what fucking Triple Mania it was.
Dr. Wagner Jr.
Yeah, he fucking has a mask versus mask match. He takes it off. He's a hot old man, and then all he could do was take
He
aura
looks like the
pictures
Dos
after.
Equis guy, right?
All he could do is post pictures of himself on Instagram with his unmasked face because he knew he was waiting for this shit.
This was that moment. It presented itself.
It was like, hell yeah, it's time.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. Oh man, they were mad. People were mad about Hooven too. He was like, "Oh, he's young. Like, why are we putting the ugly dudes in this thing?"
And then you got on the all the way on the other side of the spectrum, Psychosis.
Who should have stayed in it?
Who should have kept the mask on and was told that under no uncertain terms by the whole crowd in New York City.
Oh my god!
That was
Good
wild.
times. Put your mask on. God.
The worst thing is now is that like Ray has ruined it, so now it doesn't matter.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Ray was kind of a pretty boy too when he first took it off.
No, but I mean like the fact that Ray put the mask back on. Now nothing.
You could
means,
do that.
Now nothing matters.
The greatest Luchador of all time. You know what? We all ignore it. Actually, that's just a special situation.
Is not canon, Greg.
Where we just don't count.
Okay. Oh, it never happened.
It didn't happen.
You mean
One
Ray
of us-
wasn't a no limit soldier?
One of us has a fire alarm with a battery beeping, and that is going to make us a stereotype.
Does that,
We
mean,
can't.
does that mean that show you watched didn't happen, Nick?
No.
Not for the last couple years. It just stopped after Starrcade '97. That was it.
There's some guy parading around as Rey Mysterio Jr. I think it's a fraud.
That WCW season finale, the series finale at Starrcade '97. Am I right, guys?
Jesus Christ. All right, guys.
Oh man.
I will end this right here, right now. Listen.
That just I'm laughing because it reminds me of John telling me that the Ring of Honor series finale happened when Cody won the belt.
That was the end.
Cody finished the story for Ring of Honor.
How did we let this happen?
Oh my god.
Mac.
Yes, well, Mac.
The call out.
Mac, you have to understand, I am a stereotype, but I've always been. When I walk around, look, when I drive up to work, I make sure my car music is listenable. You have to hear it from the outside, otherwise it's not worth listening to. I'm wearing my car music. Actually, it's part of the outfit. So when I pull up, it has to be a specific song. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody at the job, but it's a general vibe. You see, I have to wear this stereotype the right way so that people can think what I want them to think. Even though they think they're thinking what they want to think. But no, I've actually brought you here.
Show so much.
Listen, we are on 8 times a week, essentially. You got Monday night after Raw, Tuesday night after NXT, Wednesday night after Dynamite. You got this show, which honestly, we should just do this show after Dynamite. It would really make life a lot easier.
Did we even talk about Dynamite?
It happened.
We didn't get to.
It wasn't much to talk about, to be honest.
It was a normal ass nothing episode.
I guess it was, yeah. Who main evented? Oh, Yuka and Mercedes. Yeah, that was a.
And it was like, damn, this was not as good as I wanted it to be, but some interesting finishes there, false finishes, and then Mercedes kind of killed Yuka like a fucking hard ass knee, a power bomb, and then fucking money maker. And which I still think sucks. But yeah, we're on every fucking day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday we'll be on after the Royal Rumble. Sunday 3NT Wrestling is on. The Weekend Wrestling Roundup with Tyler and CJ is also on Sundays. You also have Major Issues on airing live in the middle of the week, sometimes on Tuesdays, but always on demand on Thursdays. And the Otaku Cafe, talking about all your favorite anime with Matt and his whimsical crew of otakus.
Next Friday, Chi-Town Rumble, baby.
Yeah, the Doshi Radio
classic.
WCW Retro Podcast, which I am now taking bets on how long that remains a WCW Retro Podcast.
John and Greg, you are both welcome to join us, of course.
Because I suspect that there will come a time soon where they all decide they're just gonna cover random ass pay-per-views from all around
All that's
the
gonna
world.
happen. It's just gonna be a retro podcast.
Yeah, as the nature of these things goes.
I cry as a WCW fan.
Nick, you have to steer the ship. You got to keep them in check. You got to start at the beginning. If you just started from the
way
beginning,
back, Hack and Smith style.
As someone who watched 4 years of ECW, it's a finite resource. You know it's gonna end at some point.
listen. Thank you for joining us, everyone.
Thank you.
I love you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Actually, further down. I love you from the bottom of my scrotum. I love you for listening, for joining us, for commenting, for listening on demand on your way to work. Thank you for joining us. I love you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye.
2 hours.
I knew it. There's no time limit. We'll see you next week anyway.
Had a time limit.
Woo!
WCW had a time limit. What is this?
WCW had a life limit. We'll see you, everyone.
Y'all on those Bill Watts rules.
I'm upset. We need to look at the settings now. I'm mad.
Oh my god.
consumed.